So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the Friday. Finally, we are looking into the last day of the week. What a tremendous week, right? With lots of stimulus talk, we broke the deadline of, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday when Pelosi actually said we want to have a deal by then. Now the question is, can we have a deal officially between the Republicans and the Democrats by today, or we are seeing, this dragging into the next week and therefore also, after the elections. This will be the big question, and I think this will be also determining if we see a rally or a sell-off on Friday, because with all of this uncertainty, I can imagine that, the stocks are going down this Friday, because Friday is a nice day to sell your stocks and go nicely into the weekend. Let's see. Okay, let's see. The futures are looking as following. The S&P futures are a little bit, they're flat. I mean, everything looks flat, a little bit negative, but not really. So it's basically flat for now. And as you know, it's Virgin Galactic Fridays. So I put already my spacesuit on. Later on, you will see a brand new episode of Virgin Galactic Fridays and why I'm thinking, that the most best thing that can happen now is a stock crash. Okay, so very, very interesting. But let's dive into those topics today. So first of all, obviously, it was a quite interesting night because it was a quite interesting night because two of those candidates, two of two, had their final debate, right? And sorry, I had to sip a little bit of water. So as you can see here, the debate was much better than one before, right? Better organized. I think the TV host or the person that leads the debate was a little bit better than before. So it will be very interesting how this moves the polls and how it moves the voters, but this is something that a little bit impacting the markets obviously too. Then we are diving into one of the craziest scandals, right? And Goldman Sachs agrees to pay more than 2.9 billion to resolve probes into the 1MDB scandal. If you don't know what is the 1MDB scandal, guys, please go on Netflix. Go and look for Dirty Money. That's like a series, right? And then go to the second, how you call it? To the second part, and there's the new series over there, and there is the one that is talking about the 1MDB scandal. And believe me, guys, you will not trust what you are seeing. It's so ridiculous. There was billions and billions of dollars going into private pockets from government's funds. So it's unbelievable, guys. Go and watch it today. It's so fun to watch. It's so crazy what they have done. So yeah, Goldman Sachs going out of that with a little bit of a fine. Quite interesting here. Then we have a new fintech company that is making a US IPO, Lufax, and they are seeking to raise $2.36 billion. I feel this is a new trend. More and more companies from the China territory come to US markets and make their IPO, and those investors have the chance to be part of the growth that China has in their country, especially in the digital world. They are so good, right? And after the US, I think the Chinese companies like Alibaba and other companies are just huge and really, really well run. Now, then finally, make sure to follow me on my second channel. Link into the description. I'm posting there also every single day, okay? So make sure to not miss any content on my second channel. Then I want to talk about Intel. Intel drops on weak results for its data center group, and I want to show you something that, or share with you something that I think about Intel. Intel is apparently, they beat a little bit the expectation in their quarter, but I feel like Intel is this falling giant that leaks behind. You know, they said recently that AMD is just making the better chips in some sectors and they will not continue. And now they have a little bit of weak data center growth. So, you know, all in all, I think, you know, Intel really need to work now on themselves and really push further. So this will be quite interesting, because those are the situations which are really important for those big companies. Will they survive in the future? Can they innovate enough? Or they were just too long for, you know, standing in one single spot, right? And you know, relaxing on their billions and billions of dollars that they made over the years. So very interesting, very interesting what will happen there. And then obviously, you know, the Europe having more and more problems with the health crisis, guys. And and JP Morgan just said that they have a theory that it's because of the different ways that those countries like Germany or Italy or Spain are handling the crisis. So they think that it's absolutely, depending on the governments, how those cases are going up. But definitely it's not going very well. I'm just seeing, you know, everyday tweets how those countries having another record. So this is not obviously not positive, but it's not affecting the markets as of yet, because, you know, the uncertainty is gone. We know what's happening. Worst case, we get some lockdowns. Now we have already some lockdowns in particular, and partially in some of those cities, right? So I think, you know, it will be definitely further going into the direction where we are seeing more and more cases. And then at some point in time, maybe in a couple of weeks, we will see that those cases will go down with all the effect that's going on. So this will be, again, positive news, which, you know, the market likes. Then, Jim Cramer is saying about Tesla, they left the old school automakers in the dust. Obviously, guys, the quarter, the battery day, I mean, this is just a fantastic setup. Let's see if we have some pre-market data on Tesla. No, not yet. But as you can see, yesterday it was a little bit positive for Tesla, while they were pre-market 4% plus, but unfortunately they couldn't hold it. So it will be interesting how Tesla hold. I don't think that we shall see below 400, because this would be a very bullish sign for Tesla investors. You know, I would go in for into Tesla more, even if it drops below 400. But, you know, let us see how this further goes on for those investors for Tesla. It's I think the fundamental is there to have the one of the biggest energy company in the whole world, and they are doing many things right. We talked about it, so make sure to check out the other content here on this channel if you're interested into all the Tesla stuff. Then China, and this is something interesting, because China, because of the political and economical structure, can think really long term. And on Monday they will starting to have key meetings how to set up a 5-year plan to steer the economy through choppy waters. So this will be interesting to see on Monday if we will get some glimpse what this will mean, because if, you know, the second biggest economy in the whole world is creating a plan, then we want to know what's in the plan, right? Then we are seeing also good recovery in the economy, for example, from the UK. So UK sees record Q3 retail sales growth on the rebound. So British retail sales beat expectations last month and grew for a 5th month in a row, capping a record quarter of growth that took total sales volumes to 5.5, above their levels before Rona. Okay, so as you can see, if those news are coming in, guys, then we definitely should see more and more positive news, and this is just fueling the market, obviously, if we see this kind of good news. And as we speak, the futures also turned green here, even slightly though, but it's this back and forth this week, so not a really big direction in either direction. So I think that you are now well informed. We are opening the markets in just 5 hours and 40 minutes. So stay tuned and have a fantastic start into the weekend. I hope it's the best weekend that you ever had in your life. And don't forget, today is Virgin Galactic Fridays. That's why I put my spacesuit on. And later on, in just a couple of hours, I will put the vlog out. So stay tuned and have a fantastic day. I really hope that you stay healthy and safe, and enjoy your Friday.